Oh. Testing, testing. Ah, good, it's working. Hello. Sorry for the audio thing. My OBS reset again for some reason. I hate when that happens. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna clip this after a while, and thank you for clipping everything, honestly. I'm gonna do recording now. Recording is starting. So, last week, I had a couple self-doubts. I wondered why I was even doing the VTubing in the moment. Yeah, I'll let you know when it stops, by the way. So, starting from here. Action, I guess. Last week, I had a couple self-doubts on whether me doing my VTubing, was I doing what I was supposed to be doing? Because I try holding myself accountable for everything. I defended a rather controversial figure in the community. She is actively trying to become better, but people didn't see that. Afterwards, I started doubting why I did VTubing, and then eventually something hit me. So, for some context, my mum runs a center where essentially it's called... Actually, I shouldn't say what it's called. Because then, doxing stuff. My mum runs a center where they teach teachers, like shadow teachers, for example, where essentially like a teacher will accompany a specific child to help them with stuff, and also monitor the other teachers in the class. And also they'll tend to treat special needs kids like myself, like helping them develop motor skills and stuff like that. I've had ADHD for my entire life, and let me tell you, it was not easy. I'm only somewhat normal and able to mask now, and yes, I do hide some of my symptoms, albeit some of them not as easily, because I was taught how to do that, and I was also helped to develop motor skills thanks to occupational therapists trained at my parents' center. Well, the center was found eventually. Originally, I would just have a bunch of occupational therapists helping me with that stuff. So, some of you may also know that I attempted to take my life at 12 years old because I was bullied a lot in school. A specific school called Beacon Academy. No, not the one from Ruby. This school had a horrible bullying culture, and even my homeroom teachers actually were in on the bullying. Actually, a lot of the teachers were quite horrible. My dad recently, because I reunited with a teacher who was from there, from my year 5, but he was an actually good teacher. After he left, everything went to shit. This teacher of mine, let's call him Mr. Matthew, he actually was a very positive influence. It's unfortunate that he left when he did, because he was probably the best teacher in the school. My dad actually said that during the camping trip that the school happened to have, my homeroom teacher and the substitute homeroom teacher, because each class has 2 teachers, they're saying some rather inappropriate things to one of my seniors, who was a teenage girl, and then when my dad reported it to one of I think it was the vice principal, either that or the history teacher, she said, like, oh, don't worry about it, like, no, that doesn't matter. So it was a very, as you can see, not exactly the best school, quite a horrible one, and apparently the bullying problems are still consistent. So, imagine my mum's surprise when Beacon Academy, the very same one, contacted my mum and asked, oh, hey, we would like to collaborate with your center, with your education center, in order to have some of your teachers and some therapists that are actually assigned by you to actually help around with the school and stuff like that. So, After that, I was informed of it eventually. At first, I was like, no, fuck no, don't help them. But eventually, I then came to the conclusion that if my mum puts therapists in the school, and these therapists actually try and help the kids, no kid in the school ever again will go through what I went through. Because what I went through was because I had no one who could help, and the bullying was just left to run rampant. So surprisingly, because my mom essentially told me, told the teacher who was in the organization, because this teacher was like, oh, we won, we actually were able to get a collaboration with the school, and my mom was like, no, wait for Nathan, if he gives the green light, sure, but if he doesn't, no, we're not doing it. I was also surprised that I actually gave the green light, because I did think about it. Essentially, this was a thought I had, which is, what did my trauma do to me? And then because I've recently started playing Devil May Cry, the two sons of Sparta, Dante and Virgil, they essentially helped me realize something. The trauma I went through, it never went away, and it will never go away. Trauma will always be something that is a part of you. It will manipulate how you act, what you think, what you do. Whether the effects are negative or positive depends on the individuals. Because I do sociology not only as a hobby, but I also take it as an actual AS level. So I eventually thought about it and realized my trauma from Beacon led to me being taken out of that school, being put into a new school called Jakarta Montessori School, where people were level-headed and they held me accountable for my actions, of course, and they held everyone accountable for their actions. That helped me to realize that not all people were evil, and not all teachers were as horrible as the ones that I had to experience. Minus Mr. Matthew, because he was an actually good teacher, but I only knew him for my year 5. 5th grade. So, after I left JMS because of the pandemic, I started watching VTubers because, yeah. If I never was traumatized... No, that's not what the right one would be. If these specific circumstances didn't happen, I wouldn't be here in the form I am now. So, I remembered why I started VTubing, because I went through that thought process of how did I end up here? The trauma, then JMS, then the pandemic, which led me locked in the house. I started watching VTubers. I remembered why I like my Kami Oshi, essentially the favorite of my favorites, Zentreya. She's actually live right now. I might rate her after my stream. What I realized is, why do I have this massive book full of the names of people I want to become friends with? VTubers. Why do I care so much about becoming friends with these people? It isn't about the fame, because I admire Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, but they're not in the book. Why do I want to become friends with these specific people? And why have I crossed some of the names out when they have done something horrible? Because the VTuber who I admire the most, next to Kason, because, well, she's historically valuable to the VTuber community, and Kiru Koko as well. But there's one name in here who I value the most, and that's Zentreya. Why is she on the top of my list, next to Kason and Iron Mouse, who I admire for similar reasons? I remembered the very first time I went into a stream, and this was when I had around 200 bits. I recently got pocket change, and I was allowed to get bits. I entered the chat, and I already knew of like the videos where Zentray where like the chat would interact with her with the GTS and stuff, but you had to pay bits in order to do that. So I paid 100 bits, unaware that I had to pay 150 for it to work, and I typed in, "Greetings, Andrea. This is my first time in your stream. I hope you have a lovely day." Now, the audio didn't play because I was 50 bits short and I didn't have enough to do it again. Eventually, one of the chatters like jokingly said, "Hey, why are you paying money in order to be nice? Usually with the money, usually when I pay for TTS, I just start trolling." Or something along those lines. Zentrea stopped everything and then went on a speech. I can't find the clip anywhere, but I will forever remember that day. Because here's what she said. "It is always free to be a good person." That moment, and the entire speech as a whole, cemented why I like her as a content creator and as a person. Behind all of the funny jokes, and the rather risque-looking model, and the chaotic moments on YouTube, I remembered why I wanted to become friends with these people. One common trend amongst a lot of these people who I want to become friends with, other than their fame, because there's a couple names in here who are actually rather smaller creators, they're all good people with good hearts. And though they put on a performance, when shit hits the fan, the mask slips and they show they have good hearts. And I want to be like them. I questioned myself, why did I change my character from looking like a little demon who was inspired by Hollow Knight to Kamen Rider, other than the fact that I like it? Because back then I saw myself as a demon, I saw myself as evil, and that's all I thought I could be. Watching VTubers, and that stream, the very first stream of Venture that I ever entered, and stayed for a while, it taught me that JMS taught me that not everyone was evil. Zentrea taught me that people could be good. Really good. That they could be kind. And she's done a lot of things for the community as well. She's the reason why auditions were opened up for V-Shoujo again, and anyone could join. We're still waiting for the results, but the fact is, those auditions were open to anyone. I could have entered. I just didn't think I was worthy, so I didn't try. But a lot of other people did, and a lot of them are small creators, and they have a good chance of ending up in there. Zentrea is still also trying to currently help a random person become a VTuber and achieve their dreams, and I honestly hope that person who is lucky enough to be chosen by her actually does well. I remembered why I wanted to become a VTuber thanks to that. Because why do I want to become friends with them? Well, I have it on my oath right here. I want 1,000 friends, including my Oshis, who I can help and make smile through the pain that is living. Because I'm not going to completely ignore the fact that life is pain. I know that firsthand. I haven't been through the worst experiences in the world, but I have been through my fair share. The fact is, I remember why I fell in love with VTubing and why I fight for this so much. If it wasn't for that moment, I would have just probably just watched them as a casual viewer and laugh at their clips and move on. Why am I so dedicated to this? I know why now. Because the heroes that I see, other than Superman and, well, Kamen Rider O's, the heroes who I see in the modern day, who I can actually see and possibly enter the chats of if I had the time, ones who I laugh at their antics and admire the goodness of their hearts, they're real. They're reachable. And I want to be their friend one day so I can thank them for everything they've done for me. I'm basically rambling on. But because I remembered that moment, I remember why I fight. And I do mean fight, because there was another tweet that happened, and I did reply to it. It was from a VTuber named Moma Oko. Moma Oko reacted to Ludwig, an IRL streamer, a flash tuber if you will, who actually got a VTuber model and did a VTuber debut because he lost a bet to Iron Mouse. Now, at first I was always like rather volatile. I was instantly started typing reply. I was like, you can't just gatekeep VTubing, because Mama Oko was saying, the amount of VTubers cheering this saddens me, we need to gatekeep against people that would bastardize a medium. So, obviously it was rage baity, but then Ludwig actually replied, and then she and this... Actually, I'm not sure what gender this person is. Mama Oko and Ludwig actually started... Mama Oko was male. He and Ludwig actually started having a conversation, and it was a civil conversation. And then Mama Oko actually released a video elaborating what they actually meant. So I deleted my reply, and I replied, I will watch your video and respond afterwards. I apologizing earlier without seeing what you meant. That is not how a fair and civil argument is done. Mama Oko, their point was essentially, VTubing is niche, just like the anime community was in its early days, where English subs would be provided by fan subbers who were deeply ingrained and familiar with Japanese culture. But now that it's become more mainstream, while good things have arisen from it, like the fact that people aren't bullied anymore for liking anime, the fact that VTubers are a little bit more accepted than they definitely would have been back in the day, and stuff like that. There's also bad things, like people being disrespectful of Japanese culture, like the normies, when they're disrespectful of Japanese culture and make fun of anime tropes they don't understand. Like, oh hey, why are they going to the beach, and why are they wearing bikinis, and why are the dudes shirtless? Why is there fan service? Why is it that they scream so loudly when they end up actually powering up? Why do they have to say every single attack name? And then examples of like certain translators and subbers and even dubbers, where they try and inject their own personal politics into their translations, disrespecting the work of the artist. That is what Mama Oko actually said might happen to VTubing if more normies enter the fandom. And so he actually said that because he was worried and he cared about VTubing and the unique culture we have, that it would be better to gatekeep it. Now that I had his perspective on things, I argued a bit more civilly. One of the examples he gave was Joe Cat posting, "Kinda proud of VTubers slowly but surely breaking down the idol culture roots of VTubing. Showing your face, being open about having a real partner, and keeping parasocialities in check. I think it's healthy overall." Mama Oko used this as an example of people outside of the VTubing sphere who have entered recently being disrespectful. So while I said that I agree that some people injecting their own politics into a translation of a work that is not theirs, and being disrespectful to Japanese culture using anime tropes as their excuse for it, while I agree that indeed that is an understandable concern, Joe Cat's example was not. To summarize, I said VTubing is for everyone. While I understand that you're worried that people who are outside of the norm, so outside of the rabbit hole and more used to flesh tubers, IRL streamers, and the like, those who are not anime fans, because let's face it, most of us are weebs. Hell, I'm a tokusatsu nerd, and I like giant robots too. And I like Ultraman as well. I mean, look, I have a PNG that shoots a laser and everything. It's very clear that I love anime, and I even started speaking Japanese at times. I understand their concern, but anime is a lot more niche than VTubing. After that, I said that, explaining that why Joe Cat's response for the idol culture, like how we're straying away from it, why it's a good thing. I pointed out that while, as we know, while idol culture has benefits such as strong communities and concerts, the beautiful outfits, the really good choreography, the disdain towards idols having romantic relationships and the unchecked parasocial relationships still cause harm to idols. Hell, it's even caused harm to a VTuber, Camilla, which happened happened a couple months back, but that stems from idol culture, and yeah, it hurts people. A man tried breaking into her house, saying that, oh, she's a friend. So, I found it a good thing that, yes, we VTubers are straying away from idol culture. Like, we're separating ourselves from the roots like that because parts of idol culture are bad. Like that. Anyone who's seen Oshinoko remembers the first episode, okay? We know. I pointed out that while the negative parts are removed, we still have the positives. We have the outfits, the performances, and the fact that Oshi is a term. Consider that all idol culture may be removed, as more people enter the fandom, while the understandable concern is unfounded. And then I pointed out, with the eradication, like with the removal of restrictions on... Because if you're an idol in Japan or Korea, you are not allowed to have relationships, be it romantic or even platonic, with anyone of the opposite gender. The reason is because most people who are idol fans, or at least the majority of the market, what they actually try and rely on is parasocial fans who fall in love with the idols. Not all idol fans are like this, definitely not, but that is the market they try and appeal to, and unfortunately, that means that these idols are not allowed to actually pursue love if they want to. Because if they do, they'll get fired. Or worse, stalked and... yeah. But I pointed out, because we VTubers, that aspect of idol culture has been removed. We can have VTubers who are actively in romantic relationships or even married with kids. My best friend Luna is in a loving relationship with her boyfriend Raharu. Vexoria the Sun Eater, happily married with 2 kids. And her husband even shows up on stream sometimes and is the life of the party. The cultist Zolon. And I pointed out, because I went for this for a little bit, I posted like 13 posts for my argument, essentially. While the example of anime fandom being altered is a valid concern, anime is niche. It's about media originating from Japan, but VTubers, we can come from anywhere. We can come from Japan, like Subaru. We can come from America, like Project Melody, Zentreya, Silvervale, etc. We can come from Canada, like my friend Sora. We can come from Europe, like Blue League, like Shy Lily. Yeah. Since Kiryu Coco and Hollow Ian have been a thing, we can't gatekeep it. VTubing is for everyone. And I asked myself, why did I fight so strongly for this? Why was I so invested with having to fight for it? It's because I love VTubing. That led me back to remembering that moment from the first time I ever entered Zentreya's chat. That it's always free to be a kind person speech she gave, which seems to have been lost to time. I don't remember exactly when I first entered her stream, but I remember that moment clearly. I will continue VTubing. And I will maintain my oath that I have written down on the stage I'm sitting on, or standing on. And if this clip ever reaches you, Zentreya, or if it reaches any of you, Mayoshis, know that I really, really look up to you guys. You guys are the reason that I was even able to regain faith that people could be kind. And because you guys helped lead me into the VTuber rabbit hole, it is a rabbit hole, I was able to meet my best friend, and my other friends as well, able to have an audience. I gained the motivation to become better at art, which is why I was able to draw my PNG here, and my other forms. I was able to realize that I can spread hope. I'm not useless. I was not a very good kid growing up. I would get into fights after I get bullied. And getting bullied, I would fight viciously, lash out at people. I wasn't a very good kid. But now I see I'm not a monster, and that I'm not destined to be one. I can help people, and I have helped a few people. Even though of my smaller size, some people have told me their ails, told me their troubles and what they're going through. And I'm able to sit with them in the DMs, or in my chat room, and I'm able to talk them through it, attempt to help even though I become overly robotic and logical when I try helping. Sit there and listen and let them know that I'm here if they ever need to talk. I want to continue doing this. And I thank you, my Oshis, for letting me realize that that dream of mine was one that I would enjoy. I hope one day that I will be able to become your friend. And by friend, I don't mean a sycophant. Because if I am a friend of yours, let me tell you, I critique my friends at times. I will let them know they're doing something wrong, and tough love, essentially. I will be there I'll obviously do it in a rather polite manner for my friends as well. But in the future, in the far future, if I somehow am able to be seen by you guys, and we somehow end up texting each other in Discord and chatting, I wish to be friends one day. A true friend, not just for playing games, but I want to be there for you guys. I want to get to know you beyond the mask. I want you guys to be able to speak of your troubles and feel safe in letting other people know about them. Not to the entire audience, obviously, because there needs to be a boundary set. But I want to provide you with the opportunity I want to be able to be one of the people you can trust to actually confide with me about those things, so I can attempt to help. I want to be able to help more people. I want to be able to reach more people's hearts and inspire hope in them. All the while using this attitude I've gained from watching years of tokusatsu. If you see this one day, Zantreya, you may not remember me, and you may not remember that it is completely free to be a good person speech you gave a couple years back. But I remember that speech, and I will still live by those words you said that day. It doesn't cost anything to be a good person, to do the right thing, to be kind to others. And so, even though I may be hurt at times, I will be compassionate. I hope one day that I can live up to the standard that you have set. And that one day you might see me. So, wait for me, up there. Zen, Kason, Iron Mouse, Soy, Abu. Wait for me up there. for when I'm stronger, smarter, kinder, and more visible, I will meet you at the top. And I'll cook you something, and we can chat. Play games together, goof off. The works. Alright, Star, that's the, stop the clipping right there. That's... Sorry if it's so long. So I've redone the recording for this thing now. This will be for the Wuthering Waves stream. That's essentially why I care so much about VTubing and why I like my Yoshis so much. Did you get that, by the way? Is it able to be clipped? Because if not, I've recorded it, thankfully. Yeah. Thank you, Star. So yeah, that's why I like VTubing so much. I'm gonna open Wuthering Waves now. That's why VTubing is more than a hobby for me, though I may use it as a hobby. Similar to how making art helps calm my mind and sorry, some stuff you missed, got most of it. Thanks. I wonder if Zentrea will see that one day. She's the person who I admire the most, because that speech of hers, I didn't make it up, I actually was there. I don't know if she's the reason that she gave that speech. But the fact she even gave that speech at all was a slip of the mask. She went from being like the sarcastic, snarky robot toaster to she showed her true colors. And those true colors were beautiful. They were kind, inspiring. Whenever she shows her true face, I see that these are good people. That's actually why I list the certain people in the book of VTubers I want to befriend, by the way. Why, for some of them, even if they're famous, if they're bad people, I cross them out of the book, because I don't want to be friends with them. For example, Elira Pandora and Vox Akuma. They used to be in that book. I found them funny and entertaining, but then after what they did to Selene, after what they keep doing, they're bad people, and I will never want to be their friend ever again. They showed their true colors, showed how evil they were, and so they will never, ever be people I will wish to befriend. It's not just because they're an Eiji Sanji, it's because they gave in and they sacrificed their morals for the sake of their fame. Whereas a VTuber who is an Eiji Sanji, but has not sacrificed their morals. Scully Oniguni, Twisty and Manozako, Rosemi Lovelock. Yes, not her. Ayamare. They didn't sacrifice their morals. And so, they're still on the list. A VTuber like Amemiya Nazuna or Mike Neko. That's what she did to her husband? Yeah. I don't care how popular she is, how pretty she looks in real life. And she does look pretty in real life, there are pictures. I don't care. She's a bad person, and that's what she did to her husband. Yeah. She's off the list. They don't have to be 100% friendly in order to be on the list. Rather abrasive individuals are on my list as well. Let me go find one of them. Let's see here. For example, let's see here. Oh, actually, most of the people on the list here are very kind and nice people. Both, actually. Oh, Tricky Wee. Yeah. She's still on my list. I can find what she is. I remember writing down a name in here somewhere. Yeah, there she is. She may be abrasive and rather loud about her personal political opinions, such as the time when, the current president of America was shot in the ear, and she yelled like, "Why did next time don't fucking miss?" While the response was rather blunt, she has a good heart. That doesn't mean that they have to be nice all the time. They could be an asshole, but if they're good people, I'll stick by them. So I did a bit of off-screen grinding, so Colcharo is finally full max now. And I did a bit of rolling, and I have Phoebe. Rover isn't currently using it. You can use his set. Yeah, she's not a nun. Definitely not. But she's like a person who helps out with like stuff like that. The kitty. I want to pet that. I want to pet the kitty. Let me pet the kitten! What's in the bag? Oh. What's changed? Go to Resonator's Forte for more details. The Forte circuit. Prevents spectral frazzle sacks. After resonance skill, resonating. Fully up a base attack will cause resonating echoes. Oh. He has become significantly better. No, not that one. Hmm. So first, we need to finish these. Let's go attack one of these. No, not that one. First, we'll have to... Not that one. Gee, Camellia. Yeah, this one. By the way, the title of the stream being Let's Go Eat Rinascitan Food is a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamonds Unbreakable. Let's go eat Italian food. The reason is because Rinascita is based on Italy, and I fucking love Italian food, okay? It's the only food I know how to cook, by the way. Here's a set from last time. We need to find this about this Lady Flora, who is implied to be Camellia. Oh! So, for a bit of context, Rover has a girlfriend already, that being the shorekeeper. Camellia, though, is extremely thirsty for Rover. She's also a bit, insane. Misketazo. I'm already in front of you. I'm in front of you. Stop. Stop. Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah, kinda. Just tell me why. Oh yeah, that's a flower. I mean, it has her flower on it. She's the only one here associated with flowers next to the shorekeeper, and we definitely know it's not the shorekeeper. And she seems to be in love with you. Though I guess that does narrow it down, but she seems to have a very, very intimate attraction to you. Yeah, pretty sure she's Lady Flora. Lady Flora being like a woman who Rover saved, like, past Rover saved at the time. Oh! Moon, you're here. Hello. What is with Rover's past self as the Divine Arbiter and people getting amnesia? You lost your memory too. Just like Rover. Then how do you know you're Lady Flora? For a bit of context, basically, our main character Rover is the Divine Arbiter. He's essentially a godlike being who helped build some of the civilizations of this world. Then, for some weird reason, he decided to erase his memories, but he left logs for his new self. I assume the reason was so that he could see the civilizations with fresh eyes, Maybe he felt like he was being too disconnected from them or something. We're gonna find out why. She's also the leader of the Black Shores. The Shorekeeper is a, think of her as a living AI made of this thing called Sonora, which is essentially just spatial magic. Shorekeeper eventually develops a soul, and is in love with Rover, and I'm pretty sure the feeling is definitely mutual, considering he jumped into a black hole to save her. So, yeah. I don't. We have to fix one of the matrices, and we need that bracelet. What if I say no? Of course. Isn't Rover basically your boss? For context, this Renodian, if you remember correctly, sorry, if you remember, basically a kaiju that we beat. What? You wanna kill me? Oh, so she's like Megatron. No one is allowed to kill you but me. That one. Why are you so obsessed with me? But why? Basically, a Necrostar is a controlled black hole. So, you know, if that thing becomes unstable, we got a black hole on our hands. Should we throw it? Oh. Mm. Enough small talk, I'll play. Zap. Oh, we're to fight her. Oh, we're to fight them. What? Mine. What the hell am I supposed to do then? Hold on, I have an idea. We need AoE? We're going AoE. Oh good, it works. He's taken. Why are you flirting with him? It's what it sounds like. Overclocking is you overexert your ability. You call that a small accident? But you nearly died for it. Should it have been from drinking a lot or bashing your head against the wall multiple times because you kind of seem crazy? Go on. What causes complete amnesia? Brain damage, psychological stress, certain drugs. Concussions, traumatic brain injuries, encephalitis, tumors in the brain, a stroke, lack of oxygen, dissociative disorders like dissociative amnesia, post-traumatic stress disorder. Depression can cause amnesia. Alcohol, sedatives, opioids, antidepressants, Alzheimer's, brain aneurysm, seizures. Okay, we have no idea why she is AFK. Understandable. I had too many things to think about. I'm a sociology student. Why else do you think? No problem, buddy. Enough things. Hope you are alright. That's not how that works. So what? That sounds a bit too animalistic, don't you think? What about your experiences? That's not how human psychology works. That's... No, there's no difference between these two. I mean, she's just really true to herself. That's not instinct, that's just who she is. Eh, flower. A flower. Okay, here we go. Oh, no perspective. Huh? What are you, a Klingon? What the? And she's overclocking, I think. Oh, she's an adrenaline junkie. Yes. I can't? Yeah, can't I? You literally just nearly died. On this Blake Bloom. Well, that's convenient. Deja vu? She looks bored out of her mind from her voice. Anyone just someone nearby. Can I see them, please? I could check what builds would work for her. Camellia build from game 8. Oh! A suggestion. That's convenient. It's very convenient. Oh, I think I may know what those are. Main DPS? She's a main DPS for sure. Main echo's called Nightmare Crownless. And the Lumen Gloss. The Samoa Anchor. Oh right, I have a weapon chest. Just like here, that. never mind then. I don't have it. Let's see if we get any good weapons. Just need a 4-star sword that she can use. It's a gun. Let's go. Really? Oh, things are getting juicy. Ha! Oh, Lotus. Yeah. Yeah, what happened? Do you know where she is? What do I do then? Master, the overclocked resonator known as the Lady Flora has been reached containment and left in our medical pod. The target is currently located. Take your time. Target is in the room ahead. Need to calm her down and transfer her back to the medical pod. Lady Flora is dangerous. Her mind and language skills are impaired, making her prone to reckless behavior. She is a threat to Black Shore's internal facilities. As to the residents of Petalfall Village, we have confirmed that they have all perished. Couldn't save them in time. The situation worsened too quickly after we received the unusual signal, so you arrived. All of them? When did I bring Lady Flora back to the Black Shores? 2 weeks ago. Master. It's coming down as soon as possible. If allowed to overclock, he will greatly strain her body. Eyes are differently colored. so get back to your medical pod. You clearly need it. Mm. Astrophotography. She's over there. This is odd. What could they be hiding? What's going on? Well, a group of newcomers arrived today, but I got word that there's more than one that was on the list. We're not sure if someone slipped in unnoticed, so we're doing a full sweep of the area. Is this Camellia? Hmm. What happened to you? Her outfit is significantly more modest than her modern one. Now? I mean, you couldn't before. You have lost your memory before. Technically speaking, it's a job, and you're serving the entire Black Shores, and you're not mine, you belong to yourself. Astral modulation. So bits and pieces are correct, and others are not. Just a moment, I need to go change something. My air conditioning is leaking, so I need to change the towel that is soaking up the leaking water. Good thing I've got a spare. Oh, damn it. Doesn't work. Oh, the bed has already been turned moist by the dripping water. I'll have to switch the position of my pillow and my blankets. So I'll be having my head at the foot of the bed and my feet at the head of the bed. Well, I need some coffee. Wait. If it's embedded into the keyboard, just chameleon. Cody reporting in. The infrastructure damage in Petalfall Village is severe. The rebuilding will be difficult in short term and require reassessment. How are the villagers? You find an excuse for a good deed. Well, indeed, I can't just let you leave. You'd be a risk to public safety, no doubt. Huh. Oh, she was in love with Rover for sure. Oh my god, across the Stone Matrix, she passed through Stargates, witnessing possible several different worlds. Gotta close the door just real quickly. Good, also some meat. some noodles. Ugh. Picked up a candle and placed on blooming camellia flowers. I'm gonna take some. I'm gonna eat a bit of noodles first because it's clearly something's gonna happen. I worry for the girl. Oh, she's the rival character. Is she crying? Oh, she does have a leotard under there. Okay, so no, it's not blooming. Welcome back. So here's the sitch. Camellia here, who used to be known as Lady Flora, was basically our main character's rival. Like seeing him as a worthy opponent. But then when he locked away his memories for the sake of a better outcome for the world, she was conflicted. Yeah, her love for him was kind of like a, you are strong and I like fighting you, and I fall in love with you because of that, but then you're gone. Apparently the way for her to try and control her overclocking and gain control of her emotion, so it doesn't kill her, is by erasing her memories. Because she doesn't like the fact that she felt weak by the fact that she is dependent on love and affection from Rover. Of some kind. Yeah, she's always been like this, except back then she was more insecure. So that's one way to deal with it. She went from tsundere yandere mixed to just yandere. Sounds lively. Oh, but she's at a constant threat of her powers killing her. Like that. These are like all separate possible timelines. Eh? Oh, she has DID. Nihilism. That's one timeline that she saw. Mm. Mm. For context, she saw like multiple timelines. You could phrase this a bit better! Seems like a cool character? Kind of. I mean, she's very true to herself, so that's cool. I mean, she's very true to herself. That's one trait we can find admirable. Smiles weakly before joyfully recounting what happened in Stella Matrix. Also, for context about like I was a wandering traveler and I joined the enemy side. Basically, in this Stella Matrix, which is essentially like an archive, she saw multiple potential timelines of where, like, oh, what if she was in this situation, or that one, or that one, or that one. Like, oh, what if all the people of her village actually survived and she joined the Black Shores anyway? We saw her being a little bit more modestly dressed and, not as, tell me how much it hurts, like that, kinda. Then there's another one where all of the people in her village died and she ended up, remaining turned into a tree. But what actually happened was that she drove out all the other people in her village, sealed all of the Tacit Discords away by turning herself into a tree. Then the people of the village brought Rover to save her. Then Camilla's like, oh, a wonderful new playmate to be with. And she was recruited to Black Shores because, like, she was always kind of like the whole, I hate weaklings. She was always like that, so, keep her around. So here's the ones I saw. You straight up died in one of them. I'm back. And I don't remember anything. Hmm. Oh, the pout face! I'm going to Italy for a business trip. Okay, we all know what she wants. We all know. Long drawn out fight. Which is also boning. Anyway! The collab server. Oh, sorry. You nearly died in there. Go where? Gonna eat some noodles. So she went from not caring about her memories to actually caring about keeping a memory alive, at least. Three, two, 3, 2, 1. Interesting to see how she's become sentimental after walking through her memories. Might as well save this, right? Smile for the camera, baby. You look like $1 million. Come on, show us those pearly whites. Learned from my dad. Oh, so her romantic affections have gone from I'm going to murder you to I just care. Character development! Oh, she knows, but she didn't tell him. That was Pastor Rover's gift to her. Like, he gave that to her. Now she's giving it to him. You should keep it then! You need it! She just gave us a medical bracelet as a gift. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. You said your memory is sealed by Lady Flora. I have no idea how he feels about this. She has her own insert theme? My character growth is subtle, you know, if it wasn't for the giant red clone. Anyway, can we sit, please? That was actually quite beautiful, I must say. Her character growth is subtle, it seems. Like, her character is... She doesn't think her memories are important, but she realizes a couple of them. Sees how, despite the fact that she is pretty much the same person, they're still important because she still remembers Rover in some way, shape, or form. So she conquers nihilism. Subtle character growth, but a good arc. Now, how do I ascend you? Oh, it's also the fallacy of no return. Okay, we're gonna have to beat it. I gotta bait its fucking kneecaps off. I think I'll level up Camellia off screen. Let's actually go to Rinascitan. We have procrastinated enough. Let us go. Let us be off to Italy. Oh. Hmm. Attention, Rinascitan-based bloom bearers. Please follow the advice below in interest of your safe being. Failure to do so may result in unpleasant repercussions. Rinascita has no center of politics. Instead, a collection of city-states govern the region. The southern coastal city of Ragusa, probably Laguna or something, so it's probably like Venice, is a recommended port of entry for Black Shores bloom bearers. The stormy sea between the Black Shores and Rinascita is treacherous. Exercise extreme caution. Stay on the approved navigation route. If found to be deviating, correct the course at once. Strange tacit discords inhabit the stormy sea. Our current understanding of them is limited as they appear incapable of coherent thought. Do not interact, approach, or touch them. Take evasive action once should one move towards your vessel. Alto, my man, let's go. You must have hidden depths. Wait, it's Rome? Wait, ragu? That's a meat sauce. I mean, there's a Neapolitan version. Is obviously the one from Bologna. But ah is actually no. In China, they can pronounce the letter R in Beijing. The R was thrown everywhere. I guess it's L that they have. I guess it's the letter L they have trouble pronouncing. So it could be Laguna, like a lagoon, or maybe it's just ragu. I'm getting hungry for ragu alla bolognese. I'm ready. This better be a safe journey, Alto. Which one? Oh. A narwhal? That's humpback whale. Oh! Oh, it's you! Cowboy theme. Thanks for the help. Spanish guitar. They look unusual, though. Oh, that explains the very flashy outfit. Very nice. No one's here to tell me what to do. I am Watcher of this realm, Master of Light and Darkness, because, yes! But Master of Light and Darkness. I mean, he's also the Divine Arbiter, so, you know, technically that was a correct line. Hold on, I'm seeing an announcement. Yeah, this is a big festival. Does a laurel get you an audience of the Sentinel? Are you also attending the Carnival? I'm gonna take a small snack because it's clear we're gonna be fighting something. Oh boy, here we go. Hmm? Oh. Hello. Cheerful sounds. Hello, small one. Roccia. Look, a supply chest! Clearly playing into the joke, buddy. Yes, and hopping around the battlefield like Super Mario by slamming everything with a giant pillow. An introverted fellow, huh? Its name is Cuddlewaddle. Ho ho! Oh. So this place is based in Italy. Carlotta? Thanks for the trip, buddy. Thanks for the trip, mate. Inside of my hand! Wake up, please. Getting high? They literally just left, Abby. They just left. Let's take a look around first. Sorry, do you are? I'm Rover. The ship over there. So Phoebe actually is a nun. It's just that the attire for the nuns clergy like this. Wait. Oh, that's not skin, those are stockings. Wait, but they're translucent. Why don't you wear pants? Are those pants? Ah, those are pants. Yeah, the design is significantly more modest than, contrast. Well, we gotta actually get there first. Just has a tentacle on it. We might as well talk to Cristoforo. Sorry, Cristoforo. Apparently it's not actually. We don't have to roll Oz. Yeah. Have some chicken, buddy. What's the sale about? That doesn't seem like what I just saw. What? The righteous. Ah, the air of an artist. That works. This boat is an echo? The guy sounds Filipino for some reason. Been around a lot of them in the past. Floating markets. I didn't know about that. Okay. Here's the invitation letter. Does that mean I get to see the Sentinel in person? So why are the gods holding giant swords? There she is. I ruled you just yesterday. It's okay, rules are rules, I suppose. And it is their country. I'm just concerned by the fact that these holy men have swords. Wait, hold on. Ah! What a beautiful city. Oh. Solaris, you in here? Hello. Oh. You don't like echoes? It's fine. I think it sounds interesting. It's got a whale's tail on it. Alright. So, I see you in the chat, Solaris. Welcome in. I'm in Rinascitan. This region is apparently based on Italy. With mice... I'm sorry, what did it just say? Brief history lesson, please. The Sentinel is basically the god of the area. Has anyone done this before? Meaning that they can resonate with the Sentinel. Come again, Ebony? Who's this? Administrator Samoa. Oh, US was in Rinascitan. You're breaking up. Dreamscape appears to be experiencing some kind of interference. What a beautiful city. Figaro. Hello, sir. Light of Genesis lift me up. There's dust here again, but wipe it off quickly. About the Genesis Nexus. Let's try this. This Genesis Nexus, isn't it magnificent? They say it has existed since before our civilization. It's an engineering marvel achievable only through the Sentinel's divine work. The most unique ability of the Genesis Nexus is to allow echoes in his databank to exist in a tangible state for an extended period. The Sentinel once bestowed their authority upon the Order, granted them control over the Genesis Nexus and the ownership of the echoes within his databank. Certainly based on the benevolent and compassionate principles of the Sentinel, we have shared the use of common echoes with the people, hoping that miracles will spread across the land. I am only responsible for the basic maintenance of the Genesis Nexus. For specific issues regarding the echo within the within the databank, you can consult Acolyte Tullio of the Servitude Hall. He often comes to deposit frequent samples for the Genesis Nexus, but his duties with the Servitude Hall keep him busy. See Acolyte Tullio, you'll need a bit of luck. These people are quite chill. I'd like to ask about Ragoon and Phoebe. About common echoes. Oh, that's handy. Oh, that's what those weird night things were. And they're a whale, I assume, either that or a leviathan? Or the Order? By the Carnival? Can I join in? Mhm. That's all for now. So this place is based on Italy. Such beautiful colors. I don't know why, but this place feels a bit homey. Hmm. I'm sitting in a giant bathtub. Okay, bye-bye. Hmm. They sing. That's a rearm. Tyra sword. Alright, thank you. Place feels homey? Well, it's like really grand and majestic at the same time. Hello. I've just been going over here and this. Wait, she looks familiar. I don't think I need any of the. Wait, I think I. This one, right? But thank you. Because I had Phoebe. Oh. Oh, she's really far in. Milk. I need some milk. Chili, beans, sunflower lasting. Olives. Now where do I get the recipes to cook the stuff? Angry father. Kid, maybe get down. Is this place like similar to Venice or something? Yeah, this is probably Venice, right? So ragu, yeah, raguna means laguna in this case. So essentially, it's laguna, lagoon, water everywhere, floating gondolas. We're sitting in a floating markets. We're sitting in a gondola. This is meant to be Venice, right? I must say, I do like this place. The water's actually clean here, though. Thank you. Hello, kitty. I can't have the cat. Not this one, at least. Let's go with Tub Pup. Behold my noble steed! Oh. It's 3 a.m. Well, this means I gotta do my dailies. Tune 1 Echo. Excuse me. Synthesis. Into La Laguna. Interact with Tub Pup. Interact with Sea Moss. Now I gotta cook, and then one more thing. It's a pair of magic hands with nothing inside of it. Food. A pizza oven with legs. Wait. Trattoria Margherita. Wait, we walk into the counter for this? I want to check the recipes. Why do you sound Scottish? Definitely learning that, definitely learning that, definitely going to learn that, definitely going to learn this one. Gelato. Steak margarita. What? That's just a T-bone steak. Panini. Pizza tropicale. That's just a normal pizza. Hello, giant pizza cat. I'm going to make pizza. I want to make pizza. Is there anyone who can provide a bonus when making dishes like this? Salted milk tea. Love the espresso. No one can provide a food cooking bonus. I mean, it's a giant pizza oven. We need to make pizza. It's a giant pizza oven, it's only fair. Well, I'm used to, like, you have to stand behind the counter to ask them. Nuvola pasta. How do I make this? Teach me your secrets, I want to learn how to make pasta! Ah, they have TV. Oh. Sonora Cascas have lots of different regions. Yeah, this is what Italy looks like? Yeah, I want to go here. Members of the Mafia, it seems. No more drinks for you tonight, he says. Withdrawal fund? Hell, you are? Oh, wait. Oh, she's the lady I wanted to roll, but I got Phoebe instead. Oh, Abby's sleeping right now. Did I make a mistake in not rolling her? Thank you. Even the cash machine is an echo. That's certainly more convenient. Hmm? No need to be so formal. It's fine. Are there any good restaurants nearby? I pronounced it right on the first try. Seems like a packed schedule. Is everything alright? You can listen up a bit. I mean, he's an ex-god, so... Thank you. Okay. Strange white cat. Ah, the dreaming thing. What out from the Samoa? You're on the roof. Hello. Meow. Hmm. Oh. First time in this place, and it already feels like home. Don't know why, though. This place feels oddly homey? It feels like a place I would want to go to. I think this will be enough for now. Let's go raid someone. Hmm? I can fly? Wait, hold on, on it again. I had to see what the hell that was about. What was that? Flight? We get flight? Hold on, I'm testing this out. I want to be able to fly. I can fly? What does it mean I can fly? Hold on, wait. Wuthering Waves Flight. How do we fly? Be at a suitable enough height to fly. Can only fly in Rinascitan of all places. Let's go to the restaurant first. I'm a guest. Any recommendations? I'll take the pasta. Oh, couch. That's a big plate of pasta. That's for one person? That pasta's for one person? No, that looks like it's meant to be shared, right? The portions are huge. We got food, we got happy foods ready. I think I can make it, actually. It's like a basic tomato sauce, right? Have you ever seen Echoes Like Abby? Is that true? Maybe it's just a thing they made up for the game. Maybe. Hmm. She sounds like a food review. I raised the glass, as one should. Licorice petal. Actually, mhm. Jim Johnson's trying to tell us something. Typically have no answers. Got sharp eyes. Thank you. We better look the scene first. It's a good place to leave it off for now. Thank you for being here, everyone. I think... Let's write her. Thanks you for being here, everyone. We're going to be reading Yomi Quinley. See you all soon. Ciao.